lesson, we want to start with the circle. We got the circle. So everybody's got a circle for the head, yeah? About that size. Not too big, right? Yep. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to do the eyes. We want to do the eyes first. And he's kind of looking sideways. So we're going to come over here on the edge of this circle, and let's give him a ring. A kind of a larger eye. This right here is more of the area where his eye is going to be. And inside of that, we'll make a circle. Okay. Can you guys see that? So then, what I want to do is I'm going to come over, and it's more in the middle. We're going to do another eye. What we want to do is I'm making a dot right next to this eye right here. And then from there, I'm going to come out. And I'm coming down at an angle. Here, I'm going to start over again here. Sorry, guys. I'm going to come down more at this angle like this. And you see I'm coming outside the circle, right? And then I'm going to come over. And you see the little circle on there? Then what we want to do is come back. And we want to have a couple of nostrils here. So we should have two eyes in the kind of the beginning of his snout. Now his snout has got this kind of shape like this, and you don't have to make it black, but it is pretty much dark around here. His eyes are dark also. So you can can everybody see that okay? Yep. Now let's go right from this eye right here. What I want to do is I want to come over like this and make this kind of M shape around these eyes like this. You see that? It kind of looks like an M. Because then what we do is I want to come up a little bit like this. And right from this point right here, I'm going to do his ear. So it comes from the point of the M. We're just going to come right up and make the ear. And then I'm going to have the other ear right there behind. This is the front ear. This is the back ear. You can kind of see that. And then I'm going to erase some of these lines, getting this so we can kind of see how that works. Now, his body is going to be coming in right from this ear right here. So you can see this is where his body starts. Now, what we want to do is, now that we have that, we want to kind of erase part of that circle down here. And the reason why, it's going to kind of get in our way as we start drawing his face. So what happens is it comes like that, and then we come from right. So the snout comes in, and you can see I'm coming in. I come following this line here, so the eye like this, and then I come, so it's like that, coming like that. So you get kind of the shape of this following like that, and then I'm going to come down for our lemur's chest like this. So then right now I want to kind of show you the shapes of what's going to make the lemur's body. So if we look up here, we can see that he's kind of got this shoulder here. So it comes up a little bit like this. And I'm just going to bring this in like this so you can kind of see it's this shape here. I want you to kind of draw really lightly at this point, because what we want to do is kind of create the shoulder of him. And from there, I'm going to be coming right out here and bringing his leg down. This is this leg right here. I'm working right here, coming like this. In, and I come down. In this shape right here. Is everybody good? So you're making this shoulder, and then we can start kind of, this becomes more fur as we're looking at this. And I'll erase that line, but what this line, this is coming down, and then I make this shape like this. It's just kind of a oval right there for his paw. I don't want to get into all the detail because I might be altering it. So I want to kind of keep pretty loose. When we're drawing an animal like this, we want to be kind of loose. We don't want to have our lines really hard. So then what I'm going to be doing is that I can see that his other leg is going to be coming like this out. It comes down, and then I give it another oval. So we can see how his first two legs are, the front legs, just coming that way. And like I said, what we want to do is make it so that it's very kind of light, sketchy. And then what we can do is we can come in and add, and I'll show you to add the details. Because when I'm adding the details, I'm going to blow it up so you can see it a little bit better for his paws. Then what I want to do is I'm just going to kind of follow. And if I look at this, you can see this shape like this. So I'm coming over here, and I'm going to be coming like this. We don't want to make it too big, so I'm just kind of following the shape, and it comes up like this. So as you see, there's the shoulder, comes up, there's his hip. His leg is back, so we're looking at this leg right here. So you can see that I'm coming around these shapes here. And then I come down like this, and then I'm going to have his back leg is longer, so it comes like this. And then we'll do another loop like that. So as you're looking at that, that's kind of where it is. And then we look right here and we see that we're going to kind of connect his body right there. So you can see what I did. I just kind of come around, and down there. So I'm going to move on to the other back leg. So his leg kind of, as you can see, I'm going to kind of erase some of it, but then it comes like this, and we're having his other leg, which is right behind here, like this, and then comes like that. So you can see how I did that. I'm just coming right behind, and it comes up right there. And then we just see a little bit of it right over here. So that one, you're basically, once you get that first leg, the second leg is really easy, because it just comes down, it follows it, and we see just a little bit of the top of it there. The tail is going to be coming from right here, and it's going to be an upside down U, and it's going to be a big one. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm coming from right here, and that's, again, I'm going to come, I maybe made it a little bit too big. I'm changing as I'm going here. And that's why we kind of do it lightly. That's still a huge tail, as you can see. So you can see how it is an upside down U, and it is ringed. So you can come in here with your pencil and add. I'm doing this really quickly so you can kind of see here. To get the rings there. Now, the eyes, I'm going to show you. When you're doing these eyes, they have like a mask. So what I want to do is come along here with kind of this line like this. And this part comes all around that eye. And we see the same thing on this side. So if you're looking at it, I'll just show you these eyes bigger. This eye right here would look like this. You'd start with the circle. As my marker flies away here, I'll start with the circle again. So we have the eyeball there. Then what we want to do is we want to come up and this part is all black. His eyes are usually yellow. And the other eye, would we only be seeing part of it. So we do the eyeball first, which would be right here, like that. And then we just be seeing the side view of it because his head was turned. And then the snout came out like that. And then it had this so you can kind of see now how that all kind of fit together with the head following this line here and this coming up. That gives you kind of a bigger view of the head there. You get that detail. And then his ear came from over here. The other ear came from right here. I don't know, they kind of look like raccoons to me. But there you get a better idea of the lemur's head in a big form. Do this foot first, okay? So what I want to do is I'm going to come in, and I had that little, and I want to just kind of show you how I do it. So I'm going to come in, and they have 5 digits, just like we do. We don't see all 5, but we want to come in, and we want to come up with this toe, and they have this. I'm going to erase where that is so you can kind of see it there. And I want to come in with that little, and then I'm going to come in with some other digits. So then you're seeing more, and their feet are dark. So you can kind of see that one. This one is going to be easier to see because we're going to see even more of the toes coming along our tree trunk. So as I come here, you're going to see that. Just seeing how everybody's doing here. Do we have foot number 1? Yep. Okay. For foot number 2, it's coming more towards you guys. So it's kind of, we're going to see it hanging over. So we're going to see it like this. So it comes over like this, and we see this And I come over and I'm doing it digit by digit then. And they do have claws, so I'm getting a little bit of a claw here. So we can kind of see it now. And this leg, I'm just going to make it a little bit wider as I'm going here. Now, what I want to do when I'm in this area too, guys, is I want to kind of add a little bit of fur. You can wait till you have color, but I don't mind adding it with my pencil. I'm doing it with a little bit of what's called hashing. That's with little lines that continue the same direction. So we're making little hatch marks coming through here. To give him his fur there, I'm going to do some more. This, of course, is in front of this, and then we have some of this. Now, for this back one, we want it, this back foot, we're only going to see 3 feet. So we want to do this back foot like this one. So we're just going to come over here. I'm just going to erase my line so you can see it. I'm going to have the toes coming like that. A little bit of a nail coming off. So we see his little foot right there. This one's got to be a little bit, we want to see that rounding over. There we go. Now you can see that each little toe there. We don't see the back foot of the back leg there. And they do have, we're going to see this leg here, and then we want to come, and you can see kind of some of the fur. And you can bring in your sketching of his fur. One of the things I like to do here is I always want to draw the animal first so they're sitting on the tree limb. We can, even though we're going to come along here, if you draw the tree first, sometimes the legs are too short, sometimes they're too big. So by always drawing the animal first, then you can set it onto the tree, okay? So we're going to come across here. I'll see if my brown works here. And I want to kind of bring down this branch. I'm trying to see if this is seen very well. And you can see that I'm trying to come Can you guys see that branch? Not that well. I'm gonna do a brighter color. So I come down and I want this branch to be coming up. I'm kind of following the shape of the lemur too, and I'm going to come up here like this for this branch. Because this is going to be a tree branch that's going to be coming up. And he's on it here, so I'm going to come over and follow up. Now, you can make any kind of branch you want. In this case, I want to have some of the branches behind him also. So you're going to see, I'm going to be coming up with some different kinds of branches. Can you guys see that? Okay, from your, I can do it a little bit darker color. We definitely want our lemur to be sitting on the tree, and so that we can get some ideas. I think this has got to be wider. Here I go, like that. You can kind of play with your tree to get it, so you kind of see how I'm doing it here. The thing I want to do is start adding some leaves and foliage. So you can come in here and you can come in and start adding some big leaves. We can have branches coming up behind. This way we know what's up in front and what's behind. This, you can add some bamboo if you want. There's lots of bamboo there. So I'm adding a lot of details here just to kind of fill in. I'll have some over on this side too. I want to have a couple more branches on this. Then come over here with some smaller leaves on this one. But the idea here is for the people that are drawing is that you want to get your lemur onto a tree branch, then start adding your jungle around it. You can have a baby lemur, you can have a second lemur. You know, this is kind of up to, what I want to start doing is looking at some texture. Where is our light source coming from? There's probably not a lot of light coming through here. We're in the jungle, but I want to get my tree with some bark on it. So I'm going to add, again, some hatching and some cross hatching here. And again, little marks will create, you want to just keep going in little by little with these. You know, and this guy might have a bump there or something like that he's walking on. You want to look at how the grain of the tree, so the tree that's growing this way, you're following that same grain up, going up here, but it comes off to the side here. And you can go a step, just keep adding things, find your own kind of path of where you want to go with it.